Lightning slithered like living serpents across emerald clouds, illuminating jagged obsidian mountains and forests of silverleaf trees that rustled like whispers. Strange creatures, scaled, winged, watching, perched along crystalline cliffs. In the distance, the crash of cosmic surf echoed, molten tide against ancient stone. And in the middle of this savage beauty stood a man in battered recon armor, cloak ragged from alien thorns. Captain Elias Ward, Terran Expeditionary Corps. His boots sank into moss that shimmered with bioluminescence. He tapped his comm. Ward to Dauntless. Survey grid theta secure. Moving to final relay placement. Static answered. Elias's jaw tightened. The Varaxi Empire jammed everything here. He'd volunteered for this mission, a simple mapping op, they promised, but he knew the truth. The Council wanted to know if humanity could survive a war with aliens like these. A rustle. Elias spun, plasma carbine raised, then froze. It was a woman. Purple-silver skin. White luminescent hair braided with metal charms. Eyes like galaxies. Clothes torn, shimmering blood staining her side. She stumbled, clutching a woven satchel as two silver-armored Varaxa soldiers dragged her by the wrists. The soldiers snarled, weapons crackling. Deserter, one hissed in their language. Ritual breaker. Traitor. Purged. The woman whispered weakly, "Please, my children." Elias's gut nodded. Vulnerable. Alone. Abandoned. He'd seen this before on Earth, in streets torn by war. He lowered his weapon, stepping from the brush. Let her go. The Varaxa froze. Human. They sneered. Not your matter. You are trespasser. Elias cocked his rifle. I'm making it my matter. Purple fire hummed in their gauntlets as they charged. Elias rolled, firing. One fell instantly. The second leapt, blade sparking. Elias caught the strike with his forearm plate, grunted in pain, countered, and slammed the soldier down, plasma scorching alien steel and flesh. Silence. The woman collapsed to her knees. Elias hurried to her. You're safe, he murmured. She blinked up. Why? Help me. Humans fear us. He offered his canteen. Because no one else did. Her expression trembled. Shock, gratitude, confusion. My name is Ceres Theovalora, she whispered. I am. She never finished. The sky screamed. Varaxa scout drones. Elias grabbed her hand. Move. They fled through luminous vines and glowing marsh. Ceres staggered. Elias supported her. The storms above flickered, painting them in cosmic flame. Finally, they ducked into a hollow beneath roots of a massive sapphire tree. Ceres trembled. Elias knelt, pulling out nanobandages. This may sting. I do not fear pain, she murmured. But I fear what I have begun. Elias bound her wounds. You're safe now. She studied him, eyes softening. Humans, she breathed, are strange, soft-hearted, reckless, dangerous with kindness. And you? Elias smirked. I was to be executed for disobedience, for refusing to turn children over to the purifier. Elias froze. Children. My twins. Lightning cracked. Elias's voice dropped harsh. Where are they? Her expression crumpled. Still on the ship, and guarded by the hive hound. None may pass him. Before Elias could answer, she clasped his hand, warmth like starlight. Promise me, she whispered desperately. If I fall, save my children. He squeezed back. I don't leave family behind. Ceres blinked, touched, startled. Family. We barely know one another. On Earth, Elias said softly, family is who you bleed for. The wind howled. Their eyes held. Hope sparked in a galaxy at war. Morning came in silver dawn, fracturing over crystalline leaves. Ceres meditated kneeling, palms to ground. Soft violet light pulsed under her skin. Elias watched, cleaning his rifle. You're healing fast. We are psychsymphonic, she said softly. Our emotions fuel our cells. Compassion strengthens. Fear weakens. He snorted. So stay close. I'm good at compassion. You are good at arrogance. He grinned. That too. She blushed, a faint celestial glow. Suddenly branches snapped. Veraxa skimmers howled overhead. They track us, Ceres said. We must reach the mountain hangar. My children. Elias stopped her with a gentle hand. We'll get them. They sprinted through a valley of glassgrass fields until a ridge revealed it. A colossal organic ship nestled in basalt, alive with pulsing veins. Alien banners rippled. And near the loading ramp, a towering bioengineered wolf thing plated in obsidian armor stood guard, eyes burning molten gold. Ceres whispered, voice breaking, the hive hound. Elias whistled. Dog looks friendly. It will tear reality apart before letting anyone approach the young. Yeah. Well, I have a chew toy and a bad attitude. She stared blankly. I do not know those words, but your tone concerns me. He winked. Good. They crept down, then alarms blared. Veraxa patrols burst forth, weapons raised. Elias dove. Plasma bolts cracked. He returned fire in clean, brutal bursts. Left flank, he shouted. Ceres raised her hands. Violet symbols flared in the air. A pulse of psychic force hurled attackers back. She gasped, drained. Elias covered her, rolling them behind alien stone. You okay? Psych weaving harms me without bond anchor. What does that mean? For power. I must share mind with someone I trust. Elias swallowed. You trust me? She held his gaze. You bled for me. Yes. She pressed her brow to his. A pulse. Warm, electric, dizzying. Their thoughts brushed. Her pain. His longing. Her hope. His buried grief. For one heartbeat they were one. Elias inhaled sharply. Okay. Wow. That was. Later, she said breathlessly, flushing. We must reach them. They burst from cover. Elias sprinted through fire. Ceres shielded him with shimmering psychic arcs. They made it to the loading ramp. And there, two small figures peered from behind crates. Twin children, luminous eyes wide. Mama. Ceres sobbed. My stars. The hive hound stepped between them. Massive. Immovable. Elias raised his rifle. Ceres grabbed his wrist. No. He is protector, not monster. Elias met the beast's molten eyes. Slowly he lowered his weapon. We are here for the kids, he said gently. They need their mother. The hound snarled. Ceres whispered, voice trembling, please, let me pass. Mama is still inside. The children cried, reaching toward her. The hound lowered its head slowly, but didn't move aside. Torn between duty and heart, Elias knelt before the beast. Guardians protect life, he murmured. You know that. A tense eternity. Then, one massive step aside. The twins ran into Ceres' arms. She collapsed around them, sobbing. Elias exhaled relief. Then gunships roared overhead. A metallic voice thundered. Traitors of the Empire. Surrender. Ceres looked to Elias, terrified. We run, he growled. No, Ceres' gaze hardened. We fight. They fled into mountain tunnels as bombardment shook the world. Alien flames tore earth, dust choked the air. Elias carried one twin, Ceres the other. The hive hound bounded beside them like a shadow giant. They burst into an abandoned crystal cavern. Fungal light glimmered like frozen stars. Ceres collapsed, hugging her children. Exhausted tears streaked her cheeks. Elias knelt, brushing hair from her brow. Hey, we made it. You're not alone. A tiny alien child curled into his chest. He froze, then relaxed, holding them close. The warmth in his chest hurt. Ceres whispered, You care for them already. Yeah, he rasped. Guess I do. She gazed at him, soft, shining. Your heart is fierce. He coughed. Don't go spreading that. I have a reputation. The twins giggled. Suddenly voices echoed outside. Veraxi commanders. Elias cursed. We need a plan. Ceres trembled, anger rising. They will enslave my children to the mind choir. It is our empire's darkest sin. Elias grabbed her shoulders. Then we burn their choir to hell. She blinked. Hell. Human word. Means we win. She hesitated, then leaned in suddenly, kissing him. Soft, desperate, grateful. Cosmic heat flooded him. For courage, she whispered. And because I wanted to. He blinked, stunned. Yeah. Do that again after we don't die. She laughed shakily. The hive hound growled. Figures approached. Elias stood, rifle ready. Stay behind me. Ceres rose beside him. No. We stand together. She intertwined her fingers with his. Their psychic bond flared, light around them like wings. Veraxa stormed in. The battle was chaos and beauty. Elias moved like rage made flesh, every shot precise. Ceres wove psychic spears of violet flame. The hound shattered armor. Sparks, screams, sacred fury. When silence returned, corpses smoked and the cavern glowed faintly with spent power. Elias sagged. Ceres caught him. You fight like you were born for stars and storm. You talk pretty for a glowing space goddess. She blushed again. Your romance is rough, but sincere. Then the roof trembled. A deeper threat approached. An imperial dread signal pulsed through the stone. Ceres whimpered. No, he comes. Who? Admiral Zalrith. My former betrothed. The purifier. Elias spit blood. Well, he sounds charming. Her fear broke into a small helpless laugh. The twins clung to them both. And deep inside Elias, something unbreakable ignited. No one would take this family. The cave split open with a roar as an obsidian war platform descended. Soldiers lined like silver statues. And at their front, a towering alien male in ceremonial armor. Eyes like frozen suns. Malice like thunder. Admiral Zalrith. Ceres Thea, he hissed. You shame your lineage. You chose a human. Elias smirked. Sorry you got dumped. Happens to the best tyrants. Zalrith raised a crackling spear. Humanity is vermin. You are infection. Buddy, Elias cracked his knuckles. I'm the cure. Ceres stepped forward. I choose life. I choose love. I choose them. She took Elias's hand. Their children held her cloak. The hive hound snarled. Zalrith's rage made air vibrate. Then you will die with your mistake. He charged. The world exploded in motion. Elias met him head-on. Steel against plasma. Sparks. Screams. Ceres unleashed psychic storms, but Zalrith's armor deflected them. He hurled Elias across stone. Ribs cracked. Elias gasped, spat blood, but rose again. Because that's what humans do. Stay down, ape, Zalrith sneered. Elias grinned through pain. Mama raised me stubborn. He lunged again, fainting high, kicking low, dirty, scrappy, human. Zal stumbled. Ceres seized the moment, cupping Elias's face. Share strength, she whispered. Their foreheads touched again. Power surged, breathtaking, intimate. Bond complete. Elias roared as psychic light exploded from his veins. He and Ceres lunged together. Love, fury, hope, terror. Two hearts. One force. They struck Zalrith as one. A spear of intertwined human grit and alien light pierced him through. His armor shattered like glass. Zal gasped, disbelieving. Impossible. Humans are weak. Elias whispered in his ear. No. We love. Zalrith collapsed, his empire's cruelty dying with him. Silence. Then the hive hound howled in victory, and the cavern lights glowed warm. Ceres stumbled. Elias caught her, lifting her gently. They held the children. They held each other. And the galaxy held its breath. Burnt clouds parted, revealing a gentle golden sun. Birds with crystal feathers glided overhead. Peace, fragile and beautiful, hung like perfume. Elias sat on a hill, ribs bandaged. Ceres leaned against him, fingers entwined with his. The twins chased glowing insects nearby, giggling. The hive hound watched them, tail flicking like a living guardian statue. You fought like legend, Ceres murmured. You kissed like destiny, Elias teased. She smiled shyly. Then let us share destiny. She placed his hand over her heart, biolight pulsing beneath. He felt it sync with his pulse, steady, eternal. Bond pledge, she whispered. Life to life. Soul to soul. If you want it. Elias looked at her, at the kids, at the strange, beautiful world. Yeah, he breathed. I want all of it. They kissed, slow, deep, certain. Not war-born desperation now, but future quiet promise. The twins ran to them. Mama. Papa Elias. He froze, heart slamming. Ceres looked at him, eyes shimmering. Yes, she said softly to the children. Papa. Elias laughed, wet, shocked, joyful. Found family. Against all odds. The wind carried petals like starlight. A new ship hummed overhead, Terran colors. Rescue. Humanity and Varaxi rebellion banners would soon fly together, built on a love that defied empires. Ceres whispered into his chest. Across species, across stars, hearts choose truth. Elias kissed the top of her head. And no empire stops family. The children hugged them. The hound laid beside them like a massive warm fortress. The future stretched infinite and bright. And above, the heavens whispered.